All right, guys, I'm back. It's October 2nd, and I got two players that I absolutely love for us to incorporate into some player props. But before we do, let's recap yesterday. Bang! There you go, baby. Hit that little freaking parlay. What was it priced at? Minus 105. A real nice priced little situation there. Jose Altuve, Bobby Witt Jr., you did the bare minimum. You got a single. It's all we ever asked for with these little hit parlays. It was absolutely amazing. And then we also had Yordan Alvarez. I didn't put him in the official parlay in the pinned comments, but if you used him, he knocked a double and he singled. You overachieved, baby, but I'd rather have an overachiever than an underachiever any friggin' day. All right, I like to be an overachiever too. So this is what we've done. The channel performance since we started the channel, a little over a year ago. I won't get into it. If you're new here, take a peek and see maybe just maybe you might want to hit that subscribe button and join all the fun. All right, and whether you're subscribed or not, hit the like button, baby. And maybe put something in the comments if you have time. I love to read it. All right, before we get to the plays, if you're new here, what have we done? I had two tiers of players where we selected to record a hit. And our tier 2 plays of 252 batters that I select on the channel, we've hit 74%. And then when you look at our tier 1 plays, hit 101 of the 122 suggested on the channel for 83% winners. We were hot all regular season long. We're in the playoffs, baby. We got a win right off the bat, and let's keep it going. All right, first matchup, Bobby Witt Jr. going up against Zach Eflin. I love the opportunity in this game. When you look at Eflin's pitch arsenal, he's got 5 pitches. For doing 5 of them, I can only fit 4 on the freaking screen, but we'll get to them all. When you look at Witt Jr. versus Eflin, a little history between the two. 7 at-bats, 3 hits for Witt Jr. off Eflin. Like that. When you look at like I said, the pitch arsenal of Eflin, 37% of the time he throws the sinker as his number 1 pitch, and you suck at it. A 323 batting average against, not very good. I love to see this pitch. I love for Witt Jr. to see this pitch because he's hit the sinker all season long at a 390 rate. Moving on to the next pitch, 20% of the time the cutter, a 265 batting average. All right, it's not horrible, but it's not good either. You know what's really good? Witt Jr. hitting the cutter all season long at a 375 rate. Moving on to the next pitch, 20% the curveball. Oh, you suck again. A 302 batting average given up by Eflin. And what does Witt Jr. do? Just hits it at a 308 rate. And then the fourth pitch, the sweeper, 16% of the time, a 239 batting average, a very average batting average. So it's a hittable pitch, especially with Witt Jr. crushing the sweeper at a 424 rate all season long. There was one more pitch I didn't fit on the screen, but Eflin throws the four-seam fastball, commands it really well, a 207 batting average. But that's all right. Witt Jr. is hitting the four-seam fastball all season long at a 297 rate. I absolutely love the opportunity when Witt takes on Eflin for Witt just to record a hit. We're gonna put him in a little hit parlay with someone else that we'll get to in a second. But when you look at it, Ballpark Pal has this list as an extreme advantage for Witt Jr. He represents the worst 2 percentile of possible matchups for Zach Eflin. And when it comes to like hot players, he's been the hottest all season long, and it continues. In the last 20 days, he's at least recorded a hit in 17 of those 20 games. Give me Bobby Witt Jr. to at least record a hit against Zach Eflin. All right, before we get to who I'm going to parlay with Bobby Witt Jr., I'm not going to get into this like I did yesterday, but just be on notice that if you didn't know, the playoffs are a little bit harder to find players to record a hit. Here's some of the reasons why. Bottom line, just be cautious and maybe reduce your unit sizes. You know, we want to kind of keep what we've built up all season long. All right, let's get to the next play. All right, next matchup, Luis Arraez versus Max Fried. And you might go, Max Fried's good, right? Against righties, but not necessarily against left-handed batters like Luis Arraez is. Let's look at his pitch arsenal. That is Max Fried. It's a little concerning. He throws 7 pitches, so that makes it, in a general sense, more difficult for the batter, okay? But let's get into these pitches. His number 1 pitch he throws 28% of the time, the sinker. He gives it up at a 333 rate. not very good. Arraez hits it at a okay 269 batting average. Moving on to the next pitch, 23% of the time, the four-seam fastball. Max Fried, you suck at this one. A 452 batting average. It's absolutely trash, man. Throw some of that. Arraez hits that at a 304 rate, okay? Okay, so, next pitch, a 188 batting average against. Now you're getting good at that curveball 17% of the time you throw it. But it's all right. Arraez crushes it at a 364 rate all season long. The fourth pitch, sweeper, 333 batting average given up. Another bad pitch that he doesn't command very well. Arraez crushes the sweeper at a 385 rate. Okay, I told you there's 7 pitches, so there's 3 that aren't on the screen. So quickly, we'll just go through. He also throws a slider 9% of the time. Gives that up at a 400 rate. But unfortunately, Arraez only a 182 batting average against a slider all season long. Versus Fried, who's a left-handed pitcher. He also throws a cutter 9% of the time, a 375 batting average. Again, not very good. But Arraez only a 133 batting average against that pitch. And then the last pitch, 6% of the time, the changeup, Fried a 125 batting average given up, and then Arraez a 286 batting average. So there's pitches, okay? It's concerning because he's got how many that are decent? Well, 2. The curveball and the changeup, he has a really good command over it. But also Arraez is a little weak on 2 of the pitches also. So how many of those pitches that Arraez is weak on will he see? Will he just kind of be heavily onto those 2 pitches that he pitches well and knows? Well, one of them pitches well, Arraez does well against, but well, actually, the ones that Arraez is not good at, neither is Fried. Okay, I'm just kind of talking this out loud. So it does concern me a little bit, 7 pitches and all that stuff. But these were the 2 that I'm seeing as being the best opportunities in a postseason where it's really tough to find players to record a hit. So when you look at this, I do like the fact that Arraez has a little history with Fried. 9 at-bats, 4 hits. I love that, okay? So he's seeing him well. Ballpark Pal, they have this listed as a strong advantage for Arraez. He represents the worst 3 percentile of possible matchups for Max Fried. And when you look at Arraez, he's recorded at least 1 hit in 18 of his last 23 games, which really looks great when you expand the window way out. But if you look at his last 8 or so games, I think he's only got 3 or 4 hits in those 8. I'm not counting what he's going to be doing on October 1st because I'm making this video before the game or while the game's going on right now. So I don't know what he's doing there, but this one gives me caution. So I'll let you know what I'm doing in the pin comments. I know I'm going to play Witt Jr. I hope, again, his odds are really low. I couldn't believe how low they were this morning, but we are in the playoffs. It's not like it's the regular season. So he has not been priced insanely high this first postseason game where we got to use him, and he came through for us. But I also am thinking about maybe putting out one of those no-hit parlays in the morning of October 2nd, because I've been looking, when I was researching these players, I found a ton of players that have a horrible matchup against the pitcher. And if I can get them at reasonable odds to go under 1.5 hits, I think we can have some success doing that. So I might do that in the morning. We'll see how much time I have. If I find one I really love, and I actually love more than Arraez to record a hit, I might throw that Witt Jr. in with a no-hit, or not a no-hit, the under 1.5 hits player that I might love, that I don't know yet because I haven't looked yet. But if I love someone more than the Arraez, I might do something like that with Witt Jr. In a little parlay to get some nice little odds. But we'll see. We'll leave it right there. I absolutely love every single one of you guys. You're the freaking best, man. You guys make this so much fun. I read the comments. You guys are the best, dude. And I'll just leave it right there. Yeah, I'll just talk to you guys tomorrow.